I'm going to go through 6 reasons why you should consider going to college or the university in Ireland, because it's one of the best country to go to college in the world. So the first reason is Irish degrees are recognized everywhere in the world. You can use an Irish qualification in the US, you can use it in Asia, you can use it in Africa, you can use it in Australia, you can use it anywhere. So Irish qualification is one of the most highest seek out qualification in the EU and in the world. So literally there are a lot of companies out there that are looking for people with an Irish qualification, especially a university degree. And the second reason is Ireland have the best universities in the world. Yeah, the best university in the world. So Trinity College Dublin, which is found in the capital city of Ireland, is one of the best university in the world. It used to be the top 10 university in the EU. So it's one of the best anyways. All the universities in Ireland are well known, they're recognized, and Ireland have a big varieties of different universities. So in Ireland they've got ITs, that's Institute of Technology, for anyone that's into IT. If you're into IT, if you're into like engineering and all the stuff, they have the best ITs in the world. Literally the best ITs in the world are found in Ireland, and the universities as well. So if you're into like literature, if you're into art and all the stuff, and even science, they do the law, art, and science and tech as well. So in the universities you can study STEM, that's the science, technology, engineering and math, or you can study the other side of it, that's the artistic part, the literature and all the stuff. So yeah, in Ireland you will find the best universities you can get in the EU and in Europe. So if you're thinking of, or if you're looking of going back to college, going back to the university, and you're looking for a country to study in, please choose Ireland, because Ireland is just so lovely. They have the best university, the best people, and the best environment for studying, because the country is really peaceful, so you can study at ease. So I'm going to go through the third reason, which is lectures in Ireland are mostly in English. Yeah, it might be obvious, but most lectures in Ireland are in English, and that's a big plus, because most employers in the world look for English speakers. So if you've got your degrees in English, it's actually so handy for them. Instead of translating any of your documentation, they can just read it in English, because English is the first language in the whole world. So English, as everyone knows, is like one of the most seek out language in the world. So most companies want people that can express themselves fluently in English. So yeah, and English is the first, or is the main language that's being used in all the universities in Ireland. So there's a lot of different languages anyways, but English is the main language. So that's a big plus for after college, because after college you're going to be looking for jobs, and most companies look for English as the first language. So yeah, I'm going to move on to the next reason. The EU citizens, that's the European Union. If you're from the EU citizens, any countries in the EU, you can study free and sometimes even cheaper in Ireland. So most people that are from the EU, they can literally come to Ireland and study free of charge. Yeah, free of charge. If you've got an EU passport, that you can literally come to Ireland and study free of charge. And also, even if you don't have an EU passport, if you've got an Irish citizenship, you can study. Like myself, I've got an Irish citizenship because I've been living in Ireland for a long time. So if you've got an Irish citizenship, the education might be free. I said might be free because there are a lot of different situations that might make it not be free. Like for example, if your family earns a lot of money, the education might be free. But if your family is in the range of income that's between 30,000 and below annually, there you can be qualified for free education and even some pocket money. So yeah, if you're from the EU, you can get free education in Ireland. And even if you're not from the EU, if you've been living in Ireland for the past 5 years and you've got what is known as the Irish resident permit, you're qualified as well to get a free education in Ireland. Yeah, literally the whole tuition fees and all other type of fees are being paid by the government. So the government usually gives you pocket allowance every single month that you can just use for your college expenses. So literally this is one of the most reasons most people come to Ireland to study, to avail of these cheap, free, and the most sought degree that every employer looks for. So yeah, that's one of the best reasons as well for anyone looking to come to Ireland to study. So I'm going to go through now the next one, which is, so in Ireland the government kind of, as I said, kind of subsidizes some courses which are in high demand. Yeah, for example, if you're studying IT, like software developer, though, like in high demand in Ireland. So if you're into IT, stats and all the stuff, medical doctor as well, you've got manufacturing, because all of the big 10 pharma, they're in Ireland. So the likes of Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Regeneron, and like the best pharmaceutical companies, they're all found in Ireland. And you've got the best 10 big tech companies in the world as well found in Ireland, the like of Apple, the like of Facebook, the like of Amazon. So there are all these big multinational in Ireland. So if there's shortage in the qualification needed, government usually subsidize the price. So for example, if you come to Ireland to study any of these courses that are in high demand, that literally these companies are looking for, but they can't avail of the staff in Ireland, the government will subsidize sometimes even up to 70% of the cost. So literally you only have to pay in the additional 30%. So this is one of the best key reasons of anyone seeking or looking for a country to go to the university in. The final point is college or the university in Ireland is free for every Irish citizen and anyone with a permanent Irish residency. So it's not the same in a lot of different European countries. For example, in England, in the UK, college isn't free. So even if you're a UK citizen, you literally have to get a loan from the government to pay for your school fees. Then when you finish with your uni, you have to pay back all of the loan that the government gave to you, which isn't the case in Ireland. If you're an Irish citizen and if your family income is below a certain threshold, you're entitled for like full fees. The government paid for the entirety of your school fees throughout the course that you chose. If the course is 3 years, the government pay for the full 3 years. If it's 4 years, the government pay for the full 4 years. Even if it's 7 years, as some medical courses are, like if you're studying medicine, the government pay for the whole thing and even give you pocket allowance. That's a big plus, which most people don't get in a load of countries in the world. In the US, you have to get loans, because I've got a lot of US friends that told me they got loans throughout the 4 years that they were in college. Then after that, they had to work for almost 10 years just to pay back the loan, the college loan. So you literally made most of them to be in debt just to do this. So that was the last point for today, guys. Thanks a million